Hi everyone, welcome aboard to another Naik bus special trip report. I'm now at Terminal Jombor in Yogyakarta. Actually, I arrived just a couple of hours ago from Jakarta on Unicorn Indorent. And in slightly less than an hour, I will return to Jakarta again on Unicorn Indorent. I took the sleeper seat on my trip from Jakarta, but on the next trip, I will be seated on the upper deck in the executive class section. I boarded the bus at Terminal Pulo Gebang in Jakarta. Curious as to how it's like at Terminal Pulo Gebang? Let's go over to Terminal Pulo Gebang now. Selamat datang di Terminal Bus Terpadu Sentra Timur Pulo Gebang. Welcome to Pulo Gebang Integrated Bus Terminal. This intercity bus terminal in Cakung, East Jakarta, is the largest of its kind in Southeast Asia. Officially opened on 28 December 2016, it was built to replace Pulo Gadung Terminal, also in East Jakarta. This fully air-conditioned terminal can accommodate up to 1,000 buses and a capacity for 25,000 passengers. Although not linked directly to a rail transit system, local authorities have ensured that the terminal is adequately linked to nearby nodes with a diverse network of buses, such as Transjakarta Bus Rapid Transit System and microbuses. It is also linked to Soekarno-Hatta International Airport with a direct airport bus operated by Damri. I arrived here on Damri's airport bus, which is operated from 5 am to 9 pm daily. Tickets can be purchased over the counter at the airport or via Traveloka mobile app. I'm now at the mezzanine level where ticketing counters are located. This map will show you the location of the ticketing counters, which is divided into 4 zones, A to D. Most of the counters are operated by appointed agents, with only a handful operated directly by the coach operators themselves. If you have bought your tickets online, phone or WhatsApp bookings, you still need to go to the counter to check in. Ticket touts are largely a thing of the past in many bus terminals in Malaysia due to its stringent regulations. But here, they are still thriving. However, I observed that they are not as persistent as I thought, and many of them are friendly and even showed me the direction to the agent I'm supposed to go to. Just like any other bus terminals in Jakarta, you can board a bus here to virtually any known town on Java, and even as far as Medan and Padang in Sumatra, to even Bali, Lombok and Sumbawa in West Nusa Tenggara. At the ground level, you can find many eateries selling local food, shops selling apparels, and also convenience stores such as Indomaret and Alpha Express. There is also a mosque for Muslims to perform their prayers. It's time for me to check in for my trip. Today, I will be travelling on Unicorn Indorent to Yogyakarta on the overnight service. After being given a slip of paper by the counter agent, I was told to officially check in myself again at the check-in counters manned by the terminal officials. I was then given another slip with a QR code on it. After checking in, I can proceed to the boarding gates on the left by scanning the QR code at the gantry. The coach bay is located at the upper floor. It is likely that your bus would have departed elsewhere in Jakarta before Pulo Gebang Terminal. There are ample seats here for you to wait till your bus arrives. My bus has already arrived and apparently I'm the only passenger here on this bus. Time to go up the bus, so let's go back to the trip report. I have already checked myself in at the operator's representative here at Terminal Jombor. There should be 4 of us, including myself, on this trip today from Jombor. The bus assigned for the 7 am departure is B7681TGD with a fleet tag of WITM102. Let's board the bus now. Here is how the executive class section on the upper deck looks like. Want to make a guess which seat I booked on this trip? I will describe more about the different seats and classes available on this bus a bit later in the video, so keep on watching. Apart from Jombor, there are several other pickup points located around the city of Yogyakarta. And by the looks of its timings and locations, the bus will make a counterclockwise journey around the city before entering Klaten in the east. The bus had just picked up a passenger at Gamping, on the western outskirts of Yogyakarta city. We are now travelling along Jalan Brawijaya, part of the outer ring road system in Yogyakarta city. We are now approaching Terminal Gewangan, one of Yogyakarta's main bus terminals located south of the city. Seems that the bus will not enter the terminal proper but will simply do a roadside pickup instead. Look at this banner. See something interesting? If you guessed nasi kucing, you got that right. It's not made of cats though, but it's called nasi kucing due to its small serving portions, akin to portions that you serve to cats. The next pickup point is at Prambanan, the famed ancient Hindu temple right smack at the border of special region of Yogyakarta and Klaten Regency in central Java. It's about 7:48 AM now and we are about to reach the pickup point at Prambanan. We are currently about 10 minutes ahead of schedule. We are now on our way to Kartasura, the only pickup point near Surakarta or Solo city. This is actually the Prambanan Temple Complex, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. and is the second largest Hindu temple complex after Angkor Wat in Cambodia. It's been about half an hour since we left Prambanan. The bus will soon make a brief stop in Kartasura, west of Surakarta. You might have noticed that both names are similar. It is not by mere coincidence that they have similar sounding names. Kartasura used to be the capital of the Mataram Islamic Sultanate in the 17th century, before moving to Surakarta in 1745. But do you know that even though it is spelled as Kartasura, it is actually pronounced as Kertosuro? Do you know that the city of Surakarta is famously known with another name? If you guessed Solo, then you are right. It is also known as Solo City. No, it is not pronounced as Solo, but Solo. We learn something every day, don't we? So here we are at Terminal Kertosuro. It is classified as a Type B bus terminal within Indonesia's transportation context. The next in Salatiga would be the final pickup point in Central Java before entering the Trans-Java toll road towards Jakarta. The bus has just reached Boyolali Toll Plaza after a short run on the highway from Kertosuro.
Dalam armada Unicorn Indorent bus dengan nomor lambung WITM 102. Sebelum memulai perjalanan, kami akan menyampaikan beberapa informasi mengenai perjalanan ini. Kru yang bertugas pada pagi hari ini, Bapak Saleh sebagai Kapten 1, Bapak Yusuf sebagai Kapten 2, dan saya sendiri Ayu Permata sebagai pramugari yang akan selalu siap membantu Anda selama dalam perjalanan. Armada ini berangkat dari kota Yogyakarta menuju kota Jakarta akan ditempuh dalam waktu kurang lebih 12 jam dalam keadaan jalan lancar. Armada ini telah dilengkapi dengan fasilitas AC, rental, selimut, audio video, port USB, CCTV, toilet, dan air mineral yang dapat Anda nikmati selama dalam perjalanan. Port USB hanya dapat digunakan untuk mengisi daya ponsel Anda dan tidak diperbolehkan untuk mengisi daya pada powerbank maupun laptop Anda. Kami informasikan khusus untuk toilet hanya dapat digunakan pada saat armada sedang melaju dan hanya dapat digunakan untuk buang air kecil saja. Selain itu, armada ini telah dilengkapi dengan 5 pintu darurat yang berada di lantai 1 sebelah kanan, lantai 2 sebelah kanan dan kiri, serta 2 di bagian atap armada. Palu pemecah kaca terdapat pada kanan dan kiri dinding armada dan dapat digunakan apabila pintu darurat tidak berfungsi. Demi keamanan, kami mohon kepada Bapak dan Ibu untuk selalu mengawasi barang bawaan milik Anda, karena kehilangan dan kerusakan bukan menjadi tanggung jawab dari perusahaan. Dan demi keselamatan, kami himbau kepada Bapak dan Ibu untuk berhati-hati saat berdiri maupun berjalan saat armada sedang melaju. Gunakanlah pegangan tangan yang terdapat pada belakang tempat duduk penumpang di lantai 1 dan kompartemen atas di lantai 2. Jagalah kebersihan dan buanglah sampah pada tempat yang telah kami sediakan. Armada ini akan melakukan 1 kali pemberhentian, yaitu di rumah makan Ibu Haji
was the onboard announcement by the coach attendant, which also means that there will not be any more pickups from this point onwards. The bus will make a 30 minutes break at one of the rest area on the highway where a meal service will be served to all passengers. Similar to my previous trip on Juragan 99 Trans from Jakarta to Malang, I had difficulties making payment for tickets that I purchased via Unicorn Indorent's official website. So I tried contacting the agent at Terminal Pulo Gebang and I managed to snap the sleeper seat from Jakarta. I just need to transfer the payment to the agent's bank account, so I chose Western Union as it is the simplest and fastest online money transfer app in my opinion. A list of the appointed agents in both Jakarta and Yogyakarta is available on their website. Do note though that the website is in Bahasa Indonesia. For this trip from Yogyakarta, I booked the ticket on Traveloka instead, and with the in-app discount code, I got the ticket cheaper than the published price. Plus, no worries about payment whatsoever. Tickets on Traveloka, however, will only be open for sale about 30 days prior. Trips are operated twice daily between Jakarta and Yogyakarta and vice versa, in the mornings and evenings. However, there are slight differences with the pickup points between the morning and evening service. From Terminal Jombor in Yogyakarta, the bus departs at 7 in the morning and 5 in the evening, and is scheduled to arrive at Terminal Pulo Gebang in Jakarta at 5 p.m. and 3 a.m. the next morning. From Terminal Pulo Gebang, it departs at 7:30 in the morning and 6:30 in the evening, and arrives at Terminal Jombor at 6:30 p.m. and 5:30 a.m. the next morning. The service will also call at several points in Klaten, Kartasura and Salatiga in Central Java, as well as Bekasi and Tangerang near Jakarta. Tickets are sold at a flat rate regardless of your departure and arrival destinations. They are priced as follows: First class sleeper at 450,000 rupiah, Super Executive class at 425,000 rupiah, and Executive class at 400,000 rupiah. These are currently the most expensive on the Jakarta-Yogyakarta sector. The first class sleeper seats and the super executive class are found on the lower deck of the coach. The two first class sleeper seats are fitted atop the front axles, which is a common feature on many double-decker coaches across Indonesia. These seats feature a lie-flat bed that can be reclined to an almost 180-degree angle with audio-video on-demand on the personal entertainment system, blankets, pillows and bolsters. They are very popular with passengers and are sold out fairly quick as they are loaded in the booking system. Six seats are fitted in the super executive class section. The amenities found in this class are almost similar to those in the first class sleeper. The seats can be reclined with a push of a button, but they cannot be turned into a lie-flat bed. These seats are also in demand with passengers. A restroom can be found near the door and staircase on the lower deck. It can only be used when the bus is in motion and strictly for light use only. The executive class section occupies the upper deck of the bus. There are 25 seats in total and arranged in a 2+1 configuration. Individual entertainment systems are fitted in each seat, which are also fitted with seat belts and USB ports. The seats can also be reclined manually, complete with adjustable leg rest. Altogether, each double-decker coach has a capacity of 33 passengers. A minibar section is located near the staircase on the upper deck, where passengers can enjoy free-flow beverages. A snack pack containing bread, pastry and a bottle of mineral water is also given to every passenger. The operator, Unicorn Indorent, currently has 5 units of the luxurious double-decker coaches, all built on the Volvo B11R chassis. 3 units are fitted with the Jetbus 3 Plus Super Double-Decker Bodywork from Adiputro, and 2 units on Laksana's Legacy SR2 Double-Decker Bodywork. Both Adiputro and Laksana are prominent names in the coach building industry in Indonesia. They are 13.5 meters long, 4.15 meters high, and about 2.5 meters wide. The Volvo B11R chassis is powered by Volvo's 11-litre D11A engine rated at 430 horsepower. and complies with the Euro 3 engine emissions standard. It is coupled with the 12-speed Volvo iShift automatic transmission system. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a unicorn is something which is highly desirable but difficult to find. True to its name, Unicorn Indorent made headlines when they launched their super luxurious double-deckers on the popular Jakarta-Yogyakarta route. It's almost certain that the traditional players on this route may introduce similar or new innovations on their future buses. Operating as PT Wahana Indotrada Mobilindo, the company is fully owned by PT CSM Korporatama, or more popularly known as Indorent. They are one of Indonesia's biggest car rental service providers, with more than 22,000 cars in their inventory and a history spanning over 3 decades. It is not a surprise that the firm have now decided to venture into the intercity and interstate bus services, seeing that the middle class have become more affluent and willing to spend more to travel in comfort and luxury. Ticket prices for long-distance buses in Indonesia will include a complimentary meal and is a standard feature. The operator have appointed Rumah Makan Ibu Haji Cijantung as their preferred meal service provider. Rumah Makan Ibu Haji Cijantung is a well-known restaurant chain in West Java and Jabodetabek region that specializes in Sundanese cuisine. Passengers can choose from 2 set meals, beef rib soup or fried chicken with rice, vegetable soup and a drink. For today, I chose the fried chicken set and iced tea. After about 30 minutes, we are now back on the bus and will continue with our journey to Jakarta non-stop. The first stop should be in Cikarang, West Java. It's about 15 minutes to 6 p.m. now and we are approaching Terminal Pulo Gebang. We are currently almost 1 hour behind schedule and I'm fairly certain that I will miss the last airport shuttle bus from Pulo Gebang that departs at 6 p.m. The bus had earlier dropped off some passengers at Bekasi. Traffic came to a standstill at certain stretches of the Jakarta-Cikampek toll road and that adversely affected the schedules.
Selamat sore Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat. Kami informasikan bahwa sesaat lagi armada ini akan tiba di Terminal Pulo Gebang. Bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang akan mengakhiri perjalanan di Terminal Pulo Gebang, kami mohon untuk segera mempersiapkan diri dan mempersiapkan barang bawaan milik Anda. Pastikan tidak ada yang tertinggal maupun tertukar, termasuk barang berharga milik Anda. Dan juga kami mohon kepada Bapak dan Ibu untuk tidak membawa serta
It's 5:55 p.m. now and I have just reached Terminal Pulo Gebang. Just as I expected, the airport shuttle bus departed just as I alighted from the bus. It's still early before my flight back home to Singapore, so I would just have to activate Plan B. That signals the end of my trip on board Unicorn Indorent from Yogyakarta, a 10-hour journey across 4 provinces and regions. This trip is nothing short of sheer enjoyment and I will gladly recommend this service. Thank you for watching this Jom Naik Bus special trip report. I'm Ishak signing off for Jom Naik Bus and I'll see you in the next trip report. Bye!